to entertain us. And the next speaker is somebody who has also been in Toastmasters, like myself, Lex Stewart, from the United Australia Party, the Clive Palmer United Australia Party. Please welcome Lex to the lectern.
Well, it's great to be here with you and great to see such a wonderful turnout for community action and democracy. We live in a great country, and so I'd like to tell you a little bit about myself. I retired last August after 50 years of mainly an engineering career, to Stuart's point, thinking I'd just be quiet, but suddenly into the election campaign, and it's great meeting so many people. Quick thumbnail sketch of my background. In the 1970s, I was basically a factory manager in the chemical industry, huge oil refinery type factories. Then in the 1980s, I was in charge of, or very senior in, every area of the Environment Protection Authority: air pollution, water pollution, waste disposal, chemicals, noise control. I was in charge of noise control, my friend here, acoustics. I was in charge of motor vehicle air pollution control and motor vehicle noise control. And as chairman of the National Committee, it was me that chose 91 octane for the unleaded petrol and argued a fierce battle with the oil industry and others. Part of my education, to sit round a table and have the oil industry tell me, looking straight in the face, that you know, the sky is red and the sea is yellow, and they look in your, I mean, it was quite an illumination to me what politics does to engineering facts. Up till that time I'd been a sort of fairly logical engineer, but so that was in the EPA, the 1980s. I was a senior road safety manager in the Roads and Traffic Authority, so I put the speed limit up on the Newell Highway from 100 to 110 and brought the road toll down massively. I employed Australia's first 2 Aboriginal road safety officers, and I had a lot to do with Aboriginal communities in the West. My region went from the Victorian border to the Queensland border to the South Australian border to Lithgow, so I met some wonderful people out west. Then I worked too hard, burned out, got ill for 2 years, and then since year 2000 I've run my own consultancy business in a whole wide range of areas. So, and amongst that largely engineering technical career, I've managed to work for 6 members of Parliament from 4 different parties, 3 in Canberra, 3 in New South Wales. So I have some experience of the Parliament. And a big problem with our Parliament is there are too many lawyers. There are half lawyers. Half of them are lawyers. And they're not even good lawyers, because the good lawyers are earning good money outside Parliament. And so we've got 2 lawyers here running for candidacy. But no, seriously, there's not enough engineers and scientists. There's only ever been 1 or 2 engineers or scientists. And the lawyers there just don't understand the issues in many cases. So if we had a Labor government, I think it would be disappointing. And here's Labor running out the old chestnut. Front page of the Australian newspaper of the weekend. Bill Short is going to have a tax crackdown on multinational companies. Oh, come on. I mean, the Hawke government was in power 13 years, Rudd and Gillard in power 6 years, and they didn't tackle tax on multinationals. But suddenly Bill Shorten's going to do it. Pull my leg.
Don't believe the Australians.
So that's my first groan. Now, sure, we do need to tax multinational companies, and I've got some ideas on that. Moving on, groan number 2, page 8 of The Land. Michael McCormack, Deputy Prime Minister. The Nationals have failed. Do you know both sides of politics have not built a dam, major dam, for 36 years, since 1983. And here he is, suddenly grinning. Michael McCormack has laid out his vision to build up the bush by building more dams. And the newspaper article goes on to say, details are scant. Oh dear me, and an old chestnut, Scott Morrison, the Prime Minister in the Australian Financial Review, page 8 of the 6th of May. A reinvigorated Australian-made campaign to create manufacturing jobs in Australia.